Happy New Year, everyone, and everyone welcome to Lore of the Shadow, where today we are going to be scouting these camps up on ahead. So that means we must first figure out how to get down there. I think this is the proper route. So let's deal with these defilers first and find out what is in the area. Orcs, that's what's in the area. Now I will presume that dealing with a few of these orcs in the area is going to be our first trick of what we must do. Light glints of the weapons of a man fighting further to the west. Alright, so we've got somebody out there who is fighting. Hopefully he is fighting against the orcs, right? And not some brigand or something like that who's in the area. So let's see what we've got. To the west. And why am I going to the east? I have no idea why I'm going to the east. So let's go to the west. And that'll be down this way. Ah! I think I found them. The man has triumphed over the orcs, but he eyes you warily as you approach. I'm sure he'll really eye me warily.
Hail, friend, if friend you be.
Do my eyes play some trick? You are a halfling, are you not? I have heard tell of such folk, but I have not beheld one such as you before. A halfling. Oh, I call your pardon, stranger. If you are a foe of the orcs, then we shall share that common. And I deem from your gear, that you are a traveler yourself, and no stranger to either hardship or fighting. So it is with me, though I am new to this land. Alright, well, earrings.
Boromir is my name, and I've come from Minas Tirith by a long road on an urgent errand.
Alright, and I will take care of my earrings there. Alright. Yes, Boromir is my name. And I've come from Minas Tirith on a long road on an urgent errand. The crossing of the river proved treacherous, and I was forced to abandon my steed. Yes, I've heard that needing to be done before. I've run afoul of orcs amongst the ruins, and, as you can see, the one of their cowardly thieves stole my pack. When I have recovered it, I will resume my quest. If you catch this thief for me, I will be indebted to you, my good woman? Yes, I think that he ran off to the southwest. Okay. Alright, let's see. Southwest. That will be, well, that's south and that will be west. Alright. Well, there we go. There you go. Now, let's see. How about... Oh, hi there. Well, maybe not hi. Bye, more likely. There we go. Now, oh. Scholarly material. I saw some scholarly materials here. Hey. Oh, that's the orc thief. Oh. Good thing I went back to check out the scholarly materials so that I could find the stolen pack. How fortuitous! I presume that this is your pack?
You must have struck fear into the heart of that thief, my new friend.
This pack is much lighter than it was when he stole it, and it seems that he scattered its contents along the ruins in the eagerness to escape. And there's an orc attacking. Hold on for a moment. Thank you. Now, what were you saying? Yes, might I trouble you to gather up my lost supplies? Alright, I will see if I can find them. That'll be to the west, I guess. Now, where were we? Ah. Orcs everywhere, that's what we've got. We're in Tharbad with a bunch of orcs. I think I'll be happy to be out of Tharbad with all of these oh, good grief. There seem to be several thieving orcs around this place. Okay. Well, I suppose that's no huge shock. Oh, and a couple of defilers, of course. Fraku Tavosh yourself. Now, where were we? Oh, I wanted to find belongings, right? Hey, anyone see some luck? Now, where were we? Oh, I missed that. Scattered supplies. There we go. Now, are there any more in the area? I'll see if I could get up this wall. Ah, there we go. Now, can I get down this wall without upsetting my bear? That seems to be too enclosed. So what if we go after this orc instead and see if we can find something down around this way? Well, other than, of course, running into an occasional archer. Occasional basher. And maybe we can find an occasional scattered supply. Ah! Wait, I'm really missing these. I'm always finding them backtracking instead of going in the proper direction. Oh, and I also noticed... Hey, I'm a scholar, what do you expect? How am I supposed to learn the lore of the shadow if I ignore this stuff? Now, oh. Look at this. The last one is way backtracked. Ah. Oh well. Back into here. Over to here. Oh, over to the... Alright, fine. You wish to die, you can die. And you too, defiler. You know I don't like defilers. Well, if you didn't know before, you know now. So I will grab this. Then I will go after the stolen supplies. Ah, here they are. Fine, 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 I'll kill you. Just get in the queue. Are these the supplies that are missing?
Thank you for this, my new friend. I am in your debt.
Not only am I in your debt, but I must beg your pardon, for I was so surprised to see you that I didn't even ask you your name. Pray, tell me now, and forgive the oversight. Halflings are never seen in my homeland, and I was taken aback, but I meant no offense, and mean none now. Pinelore, you say? It is my honor to make your acquaintance, Pinelore. You say that your companions are nearby? I would join them at the fire if you think I would be welcome. If not, I will continue on my own, but it has been a long road, and I would not turn down a friendly campfire and pleasing conversation. All right, fine. I will show you the way. It appears that Meneldier jumped to his feet just as soon as I arrived with Boromir. Who have you found, Pinelore? Who comes to our fire? I didn't expect a soldier of the Citadel to be this far from his homeland. Well, so he recognizes Boromir as a soldier of the Citadel. Let's see, I guess I'll take that. You may sit by our fire, Captain of Gondor, if you're willing to share with us the tale of your journey north. I'm interested to hear your reasons for it. Alright, well, is he willing to share that with us? My reasons are my own, stranger, but as Pinelore has proven a help to me already, I will trust that her friends are trustworthy. I will tell you the tale of my journey as much as your fire seems to earn. I have seen larger, brighter, and warmer, but this has proven a cold land, and even a poor fire is better than none. Well, there is that.
It was in the days of June that my father Denethor, the steward of Gondor, called his sons to the White Tower.
Long has my father kept watch upon the black land of Mordor, and at his command the soldiers of Minas Tirith never relaxed their vigil. The steward's commands are respected, as is right, but what man from the high walls of Minas Tirith could not see the smoke rising from Mount Doom, far away and yet still too near? In the taverns of the city they named it a fell portent, and in the high chambers of council my father agreed with his folk, though they didn't know it. But none could have foreseen the onslaught that emerged from Mordor. A great force swept through Ithilien, driving our soldiers before it, and at Osgiliath we slowed its approach for as long as we could, and destroyed the bridges behind us. There was something strange about that battle, my friends. There were strange omens before and during the fighting, but neither my brother Faramir nor I could understand their meaning. We spoke of them to our father. All right. Then let us proceed. What does this mean, father? It means that there are strange times in which we live, Boromir. But it may be a message. Speak to me not of fairy stories. We have always measured our strength by the bright sword and by the sturdy shield. And so will we today. I'm sorry, father. We mean not to question your wisdom, father. Is he pacing? A little bit. This much is clear to me, my sons. Gondor is strong, but even Gondor cannot stand forever against such evil. Can it be that names out of legend may hold some key to defending this enemy? Imladris. Can it be? Imladris. My father is a wise in the ways I could never be, for I am in my very bones a fighting man. The stories with which I grew up shaped me to be this. But the steward of Gondor must be a learned man if he is to guide Gondor through such troubled times as these. What the name Imladris means to my father he would not say, only that it was a place far to the north where lived Elrond the Half-Elven, who is said to be the greatest of lore masters of Middle-earth, canny and dangerous. Oh, if he's a great lore master, then maybe I should meet him. Few or none in Gondor know where that place might be found, my father told us. My brother Faramir volunteered at once to seek out this place, and to ask Elrond Half-Elven if he might know the meaning of the many strange portents we have seen in recent days. I knew the road would be full of dangers, and took the journey for myself. My father was most wroth at my choice, and he argued against it, but at last he gave me leave to depart. He must have seen that I could find the secret dale in which Imladris lies to bring back knowledge of Gondor. The next stage of this journey is in Rohan and Edoras. Before I set forth, my father impressed upon me the need for secrecy. Enemies could lurk anywhere, my son, he told me. Remember that Gondor needs you. Return with the knowledge the Half-Elven can provide, as quickly as you can. More quickly, if you deem the quest to be a foolhardy one. I assured him that I would not abandon the quest, and departed at first light, taking the road west into Rohan.
As is custom, I called upon Theoden, king of Rohan, upon arriving at his city.
Alright, we have arrived. Greetings to you, Boromir, son of Denethor. You are welcome to Meduseld, ruling seat of Theoden King. And is this the king?
Hold! Who comes here?
It is Boromir, son of the steward of Gondor, captain of the White City. He is known to Rohan and is a friend.
Is that so?
These are dangerous times, and friends must be judged more carefully than before.
The king is indisposed and will see no one today.
I was denied my audience with Theoden, but I did speak with others of his court.
Alright, so first speak with Hama of the Dwarf Ward.
Theoden's door ward is named Hama. He seemed a good man.
Alright, well, at least that's good. Now, Grima Wormtongue.
The man Grima had a foul look. I did not like him.
I have a feeling a lot of people agree with Boromir on that assessment, but that's just a guess. Now we have here Éomer.
I sparred for a time with Éomer, nephew of Theoden, a good man.
Okay, they're doing sparring. They're not having a big argument. Okay, here's Boromir talking to Éowyn. Right?
I know not what to make of Éowyn, the king's niece. Are all women of Rohan so eager to fight?
What, is she going to join us on this adventure also? And then we have Theodred, the son of the king.
May Theoden recover from his illness, but if he does not, Theodred will be a good king.
Well, I guess...
I could not tarry long at Edoras.
My obligations to call upon Theoden satisfied as best as could be managed, I left Edoras and continued on my journey. I would pass through the Gap of Rohan and then turn north for lands I had never seen before. Now we arrived at the Gap of Rohan. But as I neared the fords of Isen, to my surprise I encountered someone I had not expected to see. I dismounted to speak with him. Oh. Hail to you, son of Gondor! What errand brings you with such haste to my borders? It is an errand of some urgency for the kingdom of Gondor. But I should not speak of it. I see. There was a time when the wisdom of wizards was much sought after. I mean no offense. I fully understand neither the need for secrecy nor my journey's purpose. What power can there be in Imladris that might aid Gondor?
Imladris? You seek the haven of Elrond Half-Elven? Why?
I beg your pardon, my lord, but I have said too much already.
Too much, and yet nothing at all, son of Gondor! But I will not let you pass Isengard without the benefit of my knowledge. The refuge you seek lies in a northern dale, guarded by sharp-eyed elves. If you plan to treat with them with the discourtesy that you've shown me, You had best turn around and save your own skin.
It has been said that wizards are quick to anger. Saruman, at least, did not prove an exception.
Well, that's true. Yep, most definitely quick to anger. I feared I had offended Saruman, but I tried not to brood upon it. I had not called upon him at his home, after all. If he should leave his tower to the Vale of Isengard to interrupt my quest, let him bear the burden of my unpracticed tongue. I am a fighting man, as I have said before, and am unused to the ways of wizards. I resumed my journey. I was already a long way from Gondor, but there was longer to go. And he doesn't know, of course, that Saruman is a traitor. But that's another matter. Quite a story.
Beyond the Gap of Rohan, I saw no sign of trouble for countless miles.
Beyond the Gap of Rohan, the wide fields of Venonwhite lay before me, and I saw no trouble for countless miles. To me it seemed an empty land, and the days passed beneath cloudless skies as I journeyed north. But as I descended the slopes toward the ruins of Tharbad, I knew the river crossing would be difficult. I released my steed, setting his eyes towards the bountiful grasses of the Swanfleet before I left him, and I made the crossing myself. Shortly afterwards, I was set upon by orcs, and that is when you found me, Pinelore. That is when I found him, and we've got a hood that's yet another massive upgrade.
That is my tale. You have no doubt heard more exciting stories than this.
Yes, I have no doubt that you heard more exciting stories than this, and were I to speak of our mighty efforts in Gondor's defense, you would hear one such, but time is wasting. Well, what do you say about that?
Could I speak with you alone for a moment?
Let us just walk to the northeast, right over there. Okay, I shall do so. What's the trouble?
I do not know if we can trust this captain of Gondor. Remember the words of Bregoleth.
Bregla told us to guard our trust with care, for even seeming allies could harbor treachery in their hearts. Neither do I exclude the Aephirith from this warning, but Boromir rode right by Isengard on his way north, and even admitted that he spoke with Saruman. How can we trust his conversations with the White Wizard was as he described? We can't. I think we should keep what we know of the White Hand to ourselves, for now, just in case Boromir has fallen under the sway of the traitor wizard. We can travel together, at least until we reach Breland and the Dunedain, but we should keep an eye on both of our companions. Bregoleth believed that we should be on the very precipice of danger, and I think that she spoke truly. Here, take this map of Cardolan, show it to the others, and see what they recommend for our course. Okay. I suppose I can do that. Hello there. Here's a map of the area.
You've decided we should travel together.
I believed your friend would suggest that we wouldn't travel together, but I find the idea agreeable for now. Should my own course not align with yours, I will depart, and without hard feelings. My own journey's end lies at a hidden dale, Pinelore, further north than this map tells. Perhaps Meneldir will unveil a second map when we draw nearer to Breland, and that one will mark our destination, but perhaps not. My father said that the dale was hidden. Well, there is that. Well, what do you say?
It pleases me to hear that Meneldir will not turn away the captain of Gondor.
Yes, for the men of that land of Gondor are warriors strong and true, and in past days they have been hearty friends to Rohan, and we of them. These names are unfamiliar to me, Pinelore, so different from those of my own land. I can't begin to understand how you speak some sense, make some sense of these places. Boromir is not the only one of us who is far from their homeland. I will follow Meneldir until we find the Rangers of the North, for Rohan lies withering while I am away, and if I cannot return with the thing that I seek, I fear that the kingdom will die. Well, looks like they said they'll come with us.
Then we are agreed. Our road leads north.
Our road leads north, and that means that we must pass through the city and travel north along the greenway towards Breland. If we should defeat more of the creatures that lie between us and the northern walls of the city, and I suggest that we scout the gaps of the encircling wall at several locations before we leave Tharbad behind us. Once that is accomplished, we can meet up north of the city to plan our further course. Alright, so I need to defeat 12 foes in Tharbad and do a little bit of scouting. Well, there is the first foe to volunteer to be killed. Hi! Thank you! Now, I'll just deal with a few more of these as I look for the entrance. Let's see what lies along this part of the road. Must be getting near one of the entrances. This gap in the wall should provide a good view of the countryside. Alright. To the northwest you can see activity among distant outbuildings of Tharbad. And right there we have an orc that wants to die. Or at least that's what I think he wants to do. And if not, well, then we'll say that we're granting his secret wish. There we go. Now, what about... nice to be out of that city now. Oh, we just have a couple more orcs to down, and we will be done with this place. What about the other entrance? This looks like it could be the other entrance. So let's just check out along these walls. This gap should provide a good view of the countryside and a good view of any other orcs you need to kill. Now, let's have a look out here. The rolling hills of Redamore could hide any number of dangers. Oh, wonderful. Well, let's go and meet the Rangers. It's good to be out of that place.
And that is Tharbad behind us.
If the crossing of the Grave Flood proves the worst experience that we have on this journey, I would count us fortunate. I fear it won't be so, though it is likely to be the wettest. Did Antegwin dislike the damp and the cold of the Wade water? He's fortunate he had no need to cross the Grave Flood, and under the watchful eye of his parents it will be many years before he might. But now we must turn our eye to our own road. Cardline awaits, and within its bounds we will find my friend Narndir, who will know the location of the chieftain of the Dunedain. Then will Leaguefrid's purpose be attained, and are on as well. Perhaps then Boromir will set on the proper course, and you and I will dine at the Prancing Pony before we part. But we're not there yet. We must take one step at a time, lest we trip upon our very own feet. So what do you say we do after I choose the proper houses and upgrades? It is pretty decent.
Our first destination will be the town of Herna, a village of farmers and traders to the northwest.
Yes, Herne is a village of farmers and traders up on the crossing of the ways of the northwest of here, where the greenway coming to south meets the roads coming north from the Enedwythe. When last I came this way, the tavern at Herne was a pleasant enough place, though it could not truly compare to the Prancing Pony to entertain our company. Crossway House it is called, a 2-story building near the south gate. Let us be off. But I am not heading over to the Crossway House just yet.
because there is a set of ruins over here where we have a little camp, and that's where I'm going to meet you in the next episode of Lore of the Shadow.